Good morning, everyone. Welcome to RevSportz, your go to source for the latest updates, highlights, and breaking news from the world of sports. Whether you're a die-hard fan or a casual observer, join us from Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. as I, Gargi Raut, and my co host Ishan Shahane, who's not here today, deliver a fast paced and entertaining rundown of the top headlines, players, insights, and everything you need to know to kickstart your day in the world of sports. For the first news of the day, the Indian Women's League is starting today. The upcoming Indian Women's League 2023 to 24 season is poised to be a game changer, featuring a double round robin format with matches played on a home and away basis. Seven teams spanning from Hops FC in Delhi to Gokulam Kerala FC in Kozhikode will compete across the country for over 3 months, starting from December 8th, which is today, and it will conclude on March 24th, 2024. All matches will be streamlined on the Indian Football YouTube channel. Gokulam Kerala FC, the reigning champions with three consecutive titles, will be the team to beat. However, last season's quarter-final saw Orissa FC come close to dethroning them, losing in a penalty shootout. Orissa FC, led by coach, has strengthened its lineup with notable signings, Myanmar's top scorer, win uh, including Myanmar's top scorer and last season's MVP, Indumati Kathiresan from Gokulam, Kickstart FC, and 2018 to 19 champions Setu FC are also contenders, with featuring charismatic Setu FC are also contenders. The Kickstart FC is featuring charismatic captain Dalima Chibar and Setu, relying on young talents like Apurna Nazare and Priyanka Devi. East Bengal FC has bolstered its squad with young talents from the Indian under 17 squad. Hops FC, entering the foreign market for the first time, pins its hope on Ghanaian players like Gladys and Fredica. Sports Odisha, playing at homes, aims for an improved performance after reaching the quarterfinals last season. The league promises exciting and a potential shift in the dominance of women's football in India, making it a highly anticipated and competitive season. For the second headline of the day, in a bid to enhance India's Olympic medal prospects, the government has enlisted 47 foreign experts across disciplines to guide the country's athletes towards podium finishes at the 2024 Paris Games. This marks the highest ever number of such experts involved in Indian sports. Athletics leads with seven foreign coaches, two physiotherapists, and one recovery expert, with an annual cumulative salary of rupees 13 crores. Hockey follows closely with chief coaches Craig Fulton and Janek Schockman, five assistant coaches, and two scientific advisors for both senior and junior teams, totaling 6.9 crores. And of course, after that, we have advisors for both junior and seniors team. They are getting a salary of 6.9 crores per annum. Shooting will also see an annual expenditure of 5.4 crore to rope in these foreign experts and coaches, covering the salaries and expenses of a high performance director, a high performance manager, and four foreign coaches for the shooting contingent. For the third headline of the day, Spain demonstrated excellence on the wings, employing a cohesive strategy to defeat India 4-1 in a pool match of the FIH Junior Men's Hockey World Cup in Kuala Lumpur. Spain leads Pool C with 6 points from two wins, while Korea edges ahead of India on goal difference, both securing 3 points each. Canada, the fourth team in the pool, has yet to secure points after two losses. India, after a strong start with a 4-2 victory against Korea, faced a tactical challenge from Spain in their second match. Spain, of course, capitalized on these opportunities and staunchly defended to deny India penalty corner conversions. For the fourth headline of the day, and moving on to cricket, contrary to his teammate David Warner's test retirement announcement, former Australian captain Steve Smith has clarified through his longtime manager Warren Craig that he has no plans to retire at this point, after there were some rumors going around on social media and in the tabloids. Smith believes he can achieve more and is focused on his goals. His next international assignment includes a three-match test series against Pakistan, followed by an all-format tour by the West Indies and a series in New Zealand as well. Moving on to the world of Formula One, the FIA has concluded its investigation into the conduct of Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff and his wife Susie Wolff, who is the head of F1 Academy. The governing body found Formula One's compliance rules to be sufficiently robust to prevent breaches of confidentiality. This decision comes after Mercedes rivals teams and all of the 10 teams from Formula One united to deny making any complaints about the Wolves. Mercedes suggested the episode aimed at causing reputational damage and highlighted a perceived trend of hostility towards Toto Wolff and Mercedes. The sixth headline: anti doping prosecutors in Italy have requested a maximum 4-year ban for Juventus midfielder Paul Pogba after he tested positive for testosterone. Pogba opted not to make a plea bargain, meaning the case will go on trial. And then, of course, when we look at it, the standard for 4-year bans can be reduced in cases of unintentional doping, contamination, or providing substantial assistance to investigators. Pogba's positive test results were announced in September, stemming from an exam after Juventus game at Udinese on August 20th. And the final news of the day: the Board of Control for Cricket in India has formed an 8-member committee led by President Roger Binny to enhance the growth of the Women's Premier League. Binny will chair the panel with BCCI Secretary Jay Shah as the convener. The committee includes Arun Dhumal, Rajiv Shukla, Ashish Shelar, Devajit Saikia, Madhumati, and a few more. They will also collaborate with stakeholders, players, and fans to create a competitive environment around the WPL. The auction for WPL 2024 is scheduled for December 9 in Mumbai, that is tomorrow, with dates and venues for the league's second edition expected to be announced soon. And right now, I'm being joined by Rohan Chaudhary, my colleague. Thank you. Good morning, first of all, and thank you for joining
Good morning, good morning,
early in the
Gayatri.
morning. I think you're on mute.
No,
Okay, or not. Okay, okay.
yeah, good morning, good
So,
morning.
okay, thank you for joining us, Rohan.
Few
Going
months
back
back,
to
I was hosting this show, and now you are bringing me to the show as guest.
Of course, it was important, no, to go back to the start. But going back to the IWL, the Indian Women's League, which is an incredible initiative for women's football in India. With now, we're seeing that the matches will be streamed live on the Indian Football YouTube
Yeah,
channel. How do you view the increased visibility, and what impact do you think will have on the promotion and popularity of women's football in India?
yes, absolutely. And kudos to AIFF for streaming these matches live because, and the most important thing about this edition, earlier there were 7 editions of the IWL. This is the eighth edition. And the most important thing about this edition is the legged round robin formats in home and away format because it's very important to gain the fans attraction when you are playing the leagues in home and away format because imagine a team from your place, suppose Nagpur, is playing all the matches in Kerala, so doesn't actually drag the Nagpur attention, no? So when a
Yeah.
team actually goes playing throughout the country, so it brings that passion to the teams. And streaming live is always good because yesterday I was watching I League third division. So earlier we did not have a third division league only, and now AIFF has brought a third division league and they are streaming it live. IWL will be streamed live, and it encourages the players also because uh, if you see our own example, the para football, the football carnival that is going on every day, every player is asking, where can I watch the highlights? Where can I watch my bite? So that brings an added motivation to the players also to perform well.
Absolutely, and you've been watching football for a while. I'm sure you've had your eye on IWL as well. What are the
Yeah.
teams and the players that are to be looked out for?
Uh, if you look the current uh, for the past 3 years, Gokulam Kerala has been winning the championship. Kerala has the, I would say, the best setup for women's football currently in India. And not only women's, they have won the I League. I was part of the Gokulam Kerala team when they won the first I League season in 2020-21. And not only the men's team, but they give equal importance to the women's team also. Another team is Setu FC from Tamil Nadu. Setu FC is a team who focuses most mainly on women's football. So they don't have a men's division, as far as I know. They have category wise women's team under 10, under 12, under 15, and say they have all age categories of women's team specifically. And Kickstart is another team. Kickstart was the runners up in the last season. They lost to Gokulam in the final. Dalima Chibbar is the Kickstart captain. She is a national team player, and Kickstart has a good setup for women's team also. They have a men's team also that plays the Bangalore League, Bangalore Super Division, but I think their focus is more on the women's football. And you can see this trend in the modern era of Indian football, because when you look into the national team, you will see more of the women's national players are playing abroad in European leagues and other leagues than the men's football. So if you go and look into, say, Manisha Kalyan, she is the
Mhm.
first Indian woman player, first Indian, not woman, but first Indian footballer ever, men and women, to play in the European Champions League. Okay,
Wow.
and she scored also, and I keep on watching the matches. If you go to look, the Lima Chibber, she played in USA. Bala Devi. So Bala Devi was the biggest transfer in women's football, if you say in the history of Indian football, because she was brought by the Rangers, the famous Scottish Cup, and she was given the number 10 jersey. So yeah, the Indian women's football players have done better on the global stage. I won't say better on the global stage, but when it comes to going to foreign clubs, the women's footballers have gone more than the men's main players. Gagi, you are on mute.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so
Uh,
I was asking you that you've been to Odisha and you've been looking at the sports development over there, and Sports
yeah,
Odisha has reached the quarterfinals in the
yeah, yeah.
last
Yeah.
season as well. Talk
Odisha is
about
a
that.
very good team, very good team. Odisha is a very good team, and they are sponsored by the state government only. Like Sports Odisha, they have their own team. I don't think any other state government has a team separately for women's football.
Hmm.
On the only one point that I would want to happen in the near future is I would want the number of teams to increase. So this time only 7 teams are participating. So, and only one team from Kolkata, East Bengal, and East Bengal have come. This is the second year season for East Bengal. They have debuted in the last season. I would want Mohun Bagan to come up, Mohammedan to come up, and at least a 10 uh, league should be going on. 7 is too small, but yeah, it's a small step, one step at a time. So this year we are having a round robin home and away format, so maybe next year 2 or 3 teams come up more.
Thank you, Rohan, for giving us all the insights on the Indian Women's League. We're all excited, I'm sure, to
And
watch.
another point, Gargi, I would, before
Of
you
course.
close, and another point on football, world football today, just a few minutes ago, the Copa America, for the Copa America groups are out.
Oh.
So the Copa America is also happening in a new format this year. So Copa America earlier was just for the South American teams, and now the North and South America teams are playing it together with 16 teams. The groups are Group A, Argentina, Peru, Chile, and the one team will come from the qualifiers. And the Group B, Mexico, Ecuador, Venezuela, and Jamaica. Group C, USA, Uruguay, Panama, and Bolivia. And Group D, Brazil, Colombia, Paraguay, and and the another team will come from the qualifiers. And Argentina are the defending champions.
Okay, so a lot of football action for us, for all the football fans out there in India and around the world. But thank you for joining us, Rohan, and to all the viewers. Stay tuned to Rev Sports for sports coverage like you've never seen before. And don't forget to tune in every morning at 9 a.m. from Monday to Friday to kickstart your day in the world of sports. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.